Hello and welcome to Mr. Fink's PowerPoint slides for Vocab Unit 14, Level E. Let's go. Alright, our first word is alacrity, and there's a similar word to this later on, so don't get these two confused. Alacrity is a noun. It is cheerful readiness, brisk and eager action. So this person, it looks like it's probably early in the morning. She's ready to go. She's excited. She has alacrity. She has a readiness to go. The synonym for that one is promptness. Antonym is hesitancy. Next word is alleviate, and I chose a picture of the headache medicine or pain reliever, Aleve. That's probably where they get their name from, the word alleviate. Alleviate is a verb. It is to relieve or to make more bearable. So when you have a headache, you take an Aleve or a Tylenol or an Advil, and it relieves your headache. Okay, there are no antonyms, and the synonym is allay. Next word is antithesis. It is not pronounced antithesis, it's antithesis. So I chose the two masks that they have a lot of times on theaters, which one is for comedy, the other one is for tragedy. They are the opposites of each other. One is happy, one is sad. So antithesis is the direct opposite or a sharp contrast. The synonym for that word is contrary. Next word is appall, and this picture made me laugh there for a second, but this baby is appalled. This baby is filled with dismay or horror, and this is a verb, appall. The synonym for appall is to shock someone, and the antonym is exhilarate. Next word is bellicose. And bellicose is an adjective. It's warlike in manner or temperament or quarrelsome. So there's a picture here of a bully, and this person is drawn to arguments. So they would be bellicose. The synonym for bellicose is aggressive, and the antonym is peaceable. Disparage is next, and a lot of times you'll hear this used as an adjective, as in disparaging. But this word is just disparage. It's a verb. It means to belittle, to speak slightly of, or to undervalue. So to belittle someone is to make them feel as though like they're not worth it. So that's why this picture fits perfectly. You know, the bullying one would kind of go with this as well. You kind of are putting people down, but this is actually that you don't even care about the person. You'd rather, you know, not even have their opinion. They're just undervalued. The synonym for disparage is to degrade, and the antonym is extol. Dissonant is next, and a lot of people know this. If you're a musician, you would know this word, dissonance. It's an adjective. It is not in harmony, disagreeing, or at odds. And I chose this picture of a couple, and they look like they're in a fight. Doesn't have to be musical, could be people as well that have a dissonant relationships, perhaps. They're not seeing eye to eye. They're not in harmony. The synonym for this one is grating, and the antonym for that one is harmonious. Our next word is droll, and I couldn't think of anyone to pick for droll, but I chose Lady Gaga. Adjective, amusingly odd. Good music, people, you know, just pretty mainstream for the most part, but she is a little odd. I think we all would agree on that. The synonym for that one, humorous. Antonym for that one is dour. Edict is next, and an edict is a noun. It's an order issued by someone in authority. Okay, so there might be these signs around your neighborhood that says clean up after your dog. The township or city, for whatever reason, so this is a problem, and they put these signs up, and it is now a law. You must clean up after your dog because people don't like to step in dog poop. Okay, so that is edict. It's a law, basically. The synonym for edict is a command. Next one is elucidate. Elucidate. It's a verb. It means to clarify or to explain. You get that when the light bulb goes off in your head. You don't get something, and all of a sudden you get it. That would be elucidating. Okay. The synonym for elucidate is to interpret, and the antonym for that one is muddy, to make it like less easily understood. Laud is next, and the word laud comes from applaud. So kind of means almost the same thing. Laud means to praise someone. So you like their work, you give them a round of applause, you're praising them. That's where you get laud from. It's a verb. The synonym for laud is to glorify, and the antonym for that word is criticize. Our next word is lol, and lol is not LOL just spelled with an extra L. It actually does have a definition. So to loll means to act in a lazy manner, to lounge, recline, or to droop. So this person is supposed to be working, and they're clearly not, so they are lull, or lulling, I guess you could say, acting in a lazy manner. The synonym for that one is to loaf around, like a lazy Sunday morning, perhaps. Loquacious is next. Loquacious is an adjective. It means talkative, wordy, or fond of talking. This person just likes to hear herself talk, blah 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 blah. Okay, so anyone, you may know that. I hope I'm not that way in class, but I might be. The synonym for that word is garrulous. Garrulous, that'll be a vocab word in 11th grade, garrulous. This means you like to talk. And the antonym is reticent. Reticent means you're silent. Magnanimous is next. This picture of Snoopy and his buddy there hugging each other. They're forgiving. Okay, so magnanimous means you're generous and you're forgiving, above small meanness. So you may have gotten into a little fight, but you forgive the person, you know, and you'd be magnanimous. The synonym for that one is unselfish, and the antonym, selfish. Our next word is mandatory, and I think a lot of things in your life right now are mandatory. You must go to school, you must do your work, yada yada yada. I chose this picture, you know, eye protection must be worn. You go into a science lab, maybe there's a picture like this. It's required. Okay, that's the definition, required and obligatory. Okay, and it is an adjective. The synonym for that one is requisite. It is required. You must do it. And the antonym is voluntary. Next one, nondescript, and I picked this picture of a puppy because it just looks like an ordinary puppy. It's not outstanding, sorry puppy, but you're just a normal puppy. It's an adjective, not outstanding or ordinary. Synonym for that one, unremarkable. Antonym is remarkable. Next one, phlegmatic. Phlegmatic. It's an adjective meaning slow-moving, sluggish, or unemotional. So you know when you're sick, like this woman is right here, you just don't feel like doing anything. You're kind of in slow motion. That's what it means. Phlegmatic. Think of it like, I know this is kind of disgusting, but think of phlegm. Kind of looks like that word, phlegmatic, like phlegm. So when you have like a cold and you have all that goop in your throat and your nose, you would act phlegmatic. The synonym for phlegmatic is lethargic, and the antonym is emotional. Next is rescind. It means to repeal or to cancel. So you have an event scheduled and not enough people want to sign up for the event. It is canceled. It is rescinded. You are accepted to college, but then all of a sudden you start bombing classes as a senior. Your college acceptance can be rescinded. They take it away from you, basically. So you obviously don't want that to happen. The synonym for rescind is to withdraw, and the antonym is to endorse. Here's that other word I was talking about that has a similar definition to the word alacrity, and it's vivacious. Now, alacrity is a noun, vivacious is an adjective, so you would describe somebody as vivacious. You might know this from your foreign language classes, viva meaning life. So vivacious is lively, sprightly, or full of energy. Okay, so this man here is jumping up in the air, full of energy and excited. The synonym for this one, spirited, antonym, dull. And our last word here, this is a tough one to explain. The word is wet, and it's wet with an H, but pronounced the same way as W-E-T. It's a verb. It means to sharpen, put an edge on, or to make keen or eager. I chose this picture. It's a window outside of a restaurant. Restaurants have windows like this to entice people to come in. They show people, they have window seats to show people, oh, look at all the good food that we're serving in here. Or you may have like a bakery that has a big window in the front that has other baked goods out there, like their pastries or their breads and that kind of thing. It's to get you to come inside. You have little descriptions maybe on the back of a book that's trying to whet you to make you want to read the book a little bit more. Okay, so anything along those lines, and I think the synonym is going to help. The synonym is excite. So things that they're trying to get you excited about something. That would be whetting. A lot of times you'll hear the phrase whetting your appetite. Okay, which would be like with the restaurant. So a synonym is excite, like I said, and the antonym is blunt, not exciting, kind of dull. Okay, those are the words. Thank you, and get to studying, please.